Hi, welcome to Andrew Buckle General Graphics Thursday. In this tutorial, Affinity Designer, PC or Mac. And I'm going to create a heart design. So just create a heart design. It could be any size. Of course, Valentine's coming up fairly soon, so heart design, really useful. And you can see heart there. Well, I want to convert that to a curve. So click Convert to Curve. That's all you need to do to convert it to curve and access the points. You could also right click as well, that's another option. But you can see these points now, which you can now manipulate. Also, you got here the node tool. With the node tool selected, you've got access to these nodes and you can simply drag over all of them. And you can see you've got these points coming out there and all that. But you've also got along this control bar, you've got some actions. And you've got this one, this is a new feature. Just click here and that will split the curve and that will add points between other points. So you've got one point and then there's a bit of a gap, then you've got another point. Well, now we'll add another point. So you get a lot of points there. Don't have to, of course, but you can see now you've got a lot more. But what you can also do is you can go to the next action, which is break curve. And that just splits it apart. Even though this one is called split, slightly confusing, I think this one, break curve, is really the splitting feature. So click there and you can see the result. Now, it doesn't look much like a heart now, but you can see it's already straight away a sketchy-like design. And you can just simply select any of these paths. So I just go to this one, the move tool, and I can then go to that curve, and so on. I can just go around the whole lot. But what I can also do is, with this, I can select them all selected, make sure they're all selected. And then I can change the colours. Now, I'm going to go over here, any of the shape tools, but reasonable, select a shape tool, and you can see the colours here. Just click here, the fill. I don't want any fill, so just make certain this here. That's a no swatch. It will just make them all without any colour. Just want that outline. And you can change the colour of the outline. You can make it black, green, blue, etc. But what I can also do is I can also go over here, go to the brushes panel, and I can click on any of these brushes. And straight away you can see now you get this interesting effect, which you wouldn't be able to achieve very easily with just a single brush. I mean, you could obviously manipulate it in particular ways, but you can do it very quickly using this. But not only that, is that because you can select them individually, you can just drag that out. Click that one, drag that out slightly, click that one. And also you can manipulate it a bit further. You can just drag that, turn that around. It's just, obviously you want to keep the heart design. So you want to keep the heart design, so you can obviously don't move them too far, otherwise it will lose that sort of shape. And of course you can also go to the stroke again, click there, maybe some of the ones selected, just make it slightly darker. Just go there, click that one again, the stroke, again make that slightly darker, and so on. So you get a bit of a mix going in there. Now of course what you can also do, you can hold down the Alt or Option key, and you can duplicate that design, so you can actually create another shape there, and you can maybe transform that. So you can just create all kinds of... Also what you can do, you've got all these brushes. So you can select a couple. Let's just go and select a couple, just go like that, and you can see you've got 3 or 4 selected. And you can go here, just click that. Maybe decide, you know what, let's just go and change node there. You've got a size here of 76. Maybe that's a bit too big. You might decide, you know what, let's just reduce that down. And you can reduce the size down. So you can create a variety of different designs using this. So you've got now a really unusual heart design very quickly. And you of course can select that one. You can even drag it out. You don't have to keep it the same size. So just drag it out. You can also go to this point here with the node tool selected. You can just slightly distort it. You can also click on it, add additional point to make some slight variation. Just subtle changes, just to give it that more sort of hand-drawn sketch look. And again, select that one. And again, drag that around, tweak that, maybe just put it there, and so on. You can see literally thousands of possible designs can be created. And of course, you've got this heart design like this. It's fine, but you think, oh, you know what? It's got no fill. Of course, it's not very helpful. So what you can do, you can select all of them. Just simply select all of them, hold down the shift. With that, just go here, and then you can see you've got the option for group. So you just right click all those curves, and you can group them all. You don't have to group all of them, you could group some of them. Maybe have separate groups for some features you want to change. So group. So all grouped into one. And you can expand it out, of course, at any time. But now with that, I always find groups make it very easy to manipulate everything. You can then go over the heart tool again. And you, of course, could do exactly the same steps and create another one if you want. But what you can now do is apply the heart again. You could have that just on top of it. Or, of course, just below. Or maybe go over here and you can tweak this as well. This is another option. You can go here and change the width. You can see, just tweak that, just change that width setting there. You've also got pressure. So you can click there and you can manipulate that. So you can see that makes it slightly bigger there, slightly make that thinner there, and so on. So you can create a variety of different designs from that. But also, with that shape selected, that heart shape, you don't have to have just one. You could have more than one. Have 5 or 6. Just lay out loads of them. Maybe change the opacity. Because you can go here and you just turn around and say opacity, just reduce opacity down. So opacity down, hold down the Alter option key again, duplicate that to create another design. Maybe make it slightly smaller, maybe slightly change the angle. So all kinds of combinations. But you still might think, you know what, I want to fill there. Well, just go over here. Just click on the fill and then go to the red. And you can make it red. And also, of course, fill it with a gradient. Perfectly reasonable as well. So you've got here gradient, so you can select a gradient there. Or simply just go to the gradient tool. So select the gradient tool, just in the tools panel. And then just drag down there to create all kinds of different heart designs like that. Or radial, just go for the radial option, just change it in the type. And you can see as you change it, you've got that. Now, of course, you've got swatches, so you can go to window and swatches and just add different gradients. So gradients, now you may have a different selection of gradients. I've got gradients here, load of other gradients. And you could add different ones there. Or just tweak here, click here and modify this. Make it maybe white or something in the centre. Whole range of different designs can be created using this tool to create great Valentine gradients, hand sketched, hand drawn, which you can, of course, once you've done this, you've got your design. If you've got Publisher, you can always go to File and you can say Edit in Publisher. So you just put it in Publisher and you can create your own cards very quickly using this sort of design. Hope you found this of interest. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Would you prefer to use it with brushes? Would you prefer to use it with other ways of creating hand sketch designs? Obviously, you probably could just scan things as well. Just draw it and scan it in and modify it and create your own vector designs that way, if you want to do it that way, of course. There's loads of ways in Affinity Designer, as well as Publisher and also Photo. Anyway, hope you found this of interest. Please put some comments. Always great to hear from you. A like or dislike, always great as well. Bye.